Hello artists! This week in art I am going to show you how to draw a snowman, but it's a little bit different than you may have done in the past. We are going to be drawing our snowman from a worm's perspective, or a worm's view. So what we're doing is imagining that we are that small little worm in the ground in the snow looking up at our snowman, and how it would look differently than if we were there in real life looking at our snowman. So things would appear really big at the bottom and start to get smaller as we looked up if we were that little worm, right? All right, so this is an example that I made, but let's draw one together. So for this project, you need a white piece of your painting paper. That's the heavier paper in your art kit. And then you'll need a pencil, or if you would like to start with your black oil pastel, if you feel confident to start with that, you can. Or you can start with a pencil and then outline with your black oil pastel. I'm gonna use a big marker so that you can really see my lines as I draw. So the first thing I'm gonna do for my snowman is I'm gonna draw the bottom of him, the big snowball at the bottom. So I'm gonna use kind of a rainbow line to do that. And I'm going to have my worm is down here in the corner and he's looking up at him, so he's kind of angled. I wanna make it an illusion of the worm looking up at an angle at my snowman. So that's my first snowball. And then I need my second one. And these are all kind of the rainbow shapes instead of circles, because we want our snow to look like it's all piled on top of each other, just like if we made a snowman. Okay, so here is my second snowball. And then my last one. And it's much smaller. So you can see now how it's starting to look like that little worm is looking up at our snowman. Things are really big and they're just getting smaller and smaller. All right, so now I'm gonna add some details. I'm gonna add some buttons, and I'm gonna continue doing that. So even though these buttons in real life are all the same size, when the worm's looking up, the ones at the very top that are further away from our worm look smaller than the ones that are closer to our worm. All right, and now I think I'll add a scarf. So I'm just gonna add a line here, maybe some stripes, and then my scarf is just hanging off of my snowman's neck there. And the second end of my scarf, maybe I'll do stripes. You could do a scarf, or you could do a vest. It's up to you. You don't have to follow everything I'm doing. All right, and then my snowman needs a smile and some eyes, and of course a nose, and I'm gonna do a carrot for my nose. That's usually what I would do if I was building a snowman. Outside I would use a carrot, but I think people use all kinds of different things, so you can use whatever you'd like to be your snowman nose and eyes. All right, I want to put a top hat on my snowman. So to do that, remember when we talked about using shapes for drawing? I'm gonna draw a really skinny rectangle for the bottom of my top hat. And then for the top of my top hat, I'm going to draw another rectangle, bigger. And also what's gonna happen, because my snowman is so tall that my top hat is going off of the page, and that's okay. I'm also going to fill this in with my black marker, or if you're using a black oil pastel, you could do that. Or you could wait until next week when we add color, and you could make your hat a nice color. It's up to you. All right, what am I missing? Arms. We need some sticks for my snowman arms, and you could draw just a line like this, or You could do that, 2 lines, and then again, my hand is kind of coming off of my page here. I'm gonna draw another one over here. All right. So I think I am done with my snowman. I'm happy with how he looks and everything I added. You could continue to add some other things to your snowman. It's totally up to you. And then if you started in pencil, you're going to outline it with your black oil pastel. If you started with an oil pastel, then you are done for this week. We are going to put these in our art folder, and then next week is when we'll add some color to the scarf and nose and arms, and we will create a nice background sky for our snowman next week. So that's it. Have a wonderful week. I can't wait to see your Worms View snowman.